Hi everyone, it's Becky with Becky's Feathered Nest, and this is the video on my daughter's senior table. A lot of schools do not do this, so you may not have any interest at all in this video. If you don't, please feel free to pass it up, or you may want to just fast forward to the end of this video where I plan on announcing some exciting news and my next big project. Otherwise, feel free to watch, pass it up, or fast forward. This is a 4-foot section of a table that the school and our church actually ask parents to do that have seniors. And they just ask you to kind of bring items that describe your child and their interests, and just little mementos and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This may be something that even if you don't have a senior table that you set up, you might want to do one at home. If you're going to give your seniors some sort of party, set up a little corner in your home, or I don't know, maybe even use something for maybe a wedding anniversary or shower or something like that. So if you want to suffer through it and maybe pick a tip or two up for that sort of reason, feel free to do that as well. But let me go ahead and step back here a little bit so I can point out a few of the things. I did have everything already at home. The only purchases I made was this red fabric. It's a red burlap, and then this white fabric, this frame, and then of course the display board. That's just a regular project display board that a lot of students use to do projects and things like that at school. And everything else I had. So let me go ahead and start this video and get it going here. These are two matching plant stands that I already had. I did put a red piece of scrapbook paper on the top to hide the leopard animal print that was on top. And below it, I just displayed her cheerleading pom-poms. And then in front, I also displayed her cheerleading megaphone. On the tops of the stands, I displayed her favorite shoes. And these, if I had to pick one item that described my child, it would be these boots right here. She picked these boots out when she started her horseback riding lessons, I want to say when she was 10 to 12 years old. And she wore these boots 24 hours a day. I'm telling you, if these boots could talk, the stories they would tell. She never took these boots off. She wore them everywhere. They are so well loved and so well worn. But these totally say my daughter. But what I did was I filled them with white tissue paper to give them shape and form because they are well loved. And then I stuffed the top with white crinkle paper. I put a bow on it with a tag that just says that these were her favorite shoes, or boots, I guess I should say. And then over here are her more recent favorite shoes. So she went from those boots to these high-heel, glittery shoes. And then I also have a tag on that. And then as far as the tablecloth, I already had this fabric. It's a black crushed velvet, and I did take my scissors, snip across the bottom, and made a fringe here. And I just did that so I wouldn't have to hem it. And then I bought maybe a yard of red burlap, and I kind of made a faux little table runner. It's not even a whole piece. It's just a very small rectangle that I cut a point, sewed it, turned it inside out. And then I did a little dab of glue on this silk artificial flower. I did remove the yellow center, and then I just filled it with glue and glitter so that it would coordinate. The school colors are white, red, and black. And the mascot is the Cavalry. They're the Cavalry Eagles. And when I saw this fabric at Joann's, which I can no longer find, it to me looked a lot like eagle feathers, and that's why I purchased it. So let's see, that is the tablecloths. And then moving up here, this is a dress form that I already owned. It is very small. I had a lot of compliments and comments. A lot of people thought I made a replica of the cheerleading uniform. I didn't. This is my daughter's actual uniform. It's very small. I'm going to guess, since it's as tall as the board here, maybe 2.5 to 3 feet. I don't know how. I should have measured it before I started the video. I'm sorry. But however tall one of those boards are. So it's very small. And what I did was I took her uniform and I stuck it on top of over the dress form. And then I folded and tucked all the excess fabric to the back. I just kind of kept folding it and tucking it. It's actually just folded one kind of large section back here. It's all pinned and tucked back there, and you can't see the back when all the displays are up and out. But a lot of people thought that was the cutest thing, seeing their cheerleading outfit in miniature. And then below it, I just stuck a couple of her Last awards, I didn't display all of them. It would have taken up the whole table. I will probably do a more elaborate display of awards and trophies and things like that with my son. He graduates next year. But for her, I just put out her last and most recent ones. So her cheerleading trophies are right here. A couple of her Christian and Friendship Awards right there. And then I posted one of her, the class senior photo. This is the entire senior class. Yes, it's a very, very small school. It's a very small private school, more family-like than anything else. We just have loved that school and have enjoyed every year that we have been there. Very family-like. And then this is just one of the activities that the girls did this last year, and they all came to our house. This is out in front of our house, and got ready for that activity. It was a mime activity that they were doing. And then that's just one of her awards that I kind of hung over the back there. This is her in her outfit, her cheerleading uniform. This was after one of the football games. The whole team had stopped for burgers and ice cream, which they did quite often, but I wanted to show you this because this is my little dog, Sophie. She's a 2.5-pound Yorkie. She went to every single game with us. She kind of became the school's second little mascot. All the kids loved her. I did make her an exact replica of the cheerleading uniform, which she wore to every game. And it was made of the same fabric, had the same logo, everything. It was an exact copy, and the kids just loved to see her and see her in that. So that's why I posted that, so I knew the kids would get a kick out of seeing her again in her uniform before graduating. Up at the top here is her Chick-fil-A cap that she wears at work. She loves working at Chick-fil-A, and she actually, through many of her years when she was trying to decide what she wanted to do as a career, she wanted to be a school teacher. But after she started working at Chick-fil-A, she loved it so much. She loves their philosophy. She loves the way they treat their employees and just everything. So she, this year, changed her goal in her career, and she now wants to get her degree in business and own her own Chick-fil-A. So we think that's awesome. We're praying that her dreams and hopes and wishes come true, and have kind of been focusing on that for her. This is some wooden letters that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. I spray painted them white and glittered them. Glitter says a lot about my daughter as well. And this is one of the larger black and white pictures. This is a picture she absolutely hates. When she saw that I posted that there, she threatened to take it off and burn it. I did convince her that I needed it to be there, so she did give in. And then this is, let me see if I can back up here. This is the center frame, so I kind of put her most important tells about her photos in this frame. Like I said, horseback riding. This is her absolute favorite thing to do in the whole wide world. And then she also loves and plays the flute very well. And this is her. She loves the beach. She was collecting shells that day. And let's see if I can get down here. This is her on one of our Christmas sleigh rides. She's a character. I love her to death. This is her at the beach as well. And this is her on her phone and eating. And speaking of eating, I'm going to come down here where we displayed her favorites as far as foods and things. I took some glass jars, and I did have labels on the table. I'm sorry I didn't put those out, but they were like this. And the first one said, my favorite drink, my favorite meal and recipe, please take one. And my favorite candy, please take one. That's what those labels said. But these were some glass vases. I filled it with the little plastic, they're little plastic crystals that you can get in the like wedding and floral department, I think, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, that sort of thing. I did that because to me it looked like ice, so I stuck her can. Her favorite drink is Diet Dr. Pepper, and we put a straw in that. And then over here I printed out her recipe. Her favorite food is her favorite recipe and meal to eat at home when I cook her her favorite meal. It's prime rib soup. I did put a post-it on there just to cover some private information, but I did printed out the recipe so people could take one if they wanted one. And then this is her favorite candy right here, and said, to take one if they wanted one. And then over here is her frame that I put her graduation cap and gown photos in. And there you go. And then up here is her homecoming mom. And I know a lot of people don't know what the homecoming mom is. I had a lot of that response on the mom video that I did. But if you want to know or have more information, that's on my site. And then this is her graduation announcement. That's her, see if I can find my finger, that's her right here in the middle. And I did block out with Post-it notes some private information. This was a one of the tassels that they wear with their cap and gown, and it does mean something, but I'm afraid I can't remember what it was. I'm sure it was wonderful, though. She's not here to ask, or I would ask her to help me with that, but she's on a mission trip with the church right now. This is her cap. They don't get to keep gowns, but that's her cap. And then I guess the last thing that I have right here is the little photo album here. And this one took me a while because I did want to display every picture I own because I think they're all wonderful. But I did have to pick and choose. Otherwise I would have brought out the, you know, home movies and everything. But I just kind of picked my favorites. This is probably my all-time favorite. There she is with our little brother and daddy. We were going for a walk in the park. And so I just kind of displayed some of the favorite ones, which is so hard to do. And then, as I said, she likes to eat. She likes strange foods. She likes sushi. She likes weird, different foods out there. I can't even explain, but as you can see, she not only eats it, she has to play with it, just like she did when she was a toddler. This, yes, that's an octopus, and that's the head she's got in her mouth. Just totally disgusting. And then this is an activity they did at school. They had to come up, or no, it was at our church, where they had to come up with a crazy hair day. This is her first day at Chick-fil-A and her first job. This was on our way. We were on vacation. I can't remember where we're going, but we did stop at the Wizard of Oz Museum. And she's just mimicking Scarecrow there. And then she also went through her sock monkey phase, sock monkey jammies, everything. She was in karate. This is her in the middle. She did that for a few years. Burger King royalty there. And then I just posted a couple of her important birthdays, 16th and 18th. This was a group of girlfriends. We had a fantastic Alice in Wonderland party. But you can see here how she went from girlfriends to boyfriend by the time she was 18. And then the school, instead of prom, they do what they call a banquet. It's kind of a formal, fancy dinner award night, but very similar to prom. This is her right here, and then I've just got some other banquet photos in there. But that is it on the table, and I would like to go ahead and announce that new project and everything. And exciting news. She did graduate. She graduated with AB Honor Roll, and we are very proud of her and all her accomplishments. And then she also, at graduation, just after graduation actually, got another surprise of her life. Her boyfriend proposed. He proposed, and so now we are planning a wedding. And I will take those of you who are interested in wedding planning. I did that for many years, and I'm going to be doing their wedding, and I will take you along on that journey if you're interested. If not, I also plan to still get and squeeze in some home organizing videos. I know that's what this channel was intended for, but I have had several ask me to take me to go on a few personal adventures. So here we go again. We're going to go through a wedding process, and those of you who care to join me, feel free to. I'd love to have you. And those of you who have graduates this year, congratulations. And I hope and pray that everyone has a blessed and wonderful summer. Bye now.